If you've made it this far, it's not by chance. There's something greater guiding your steps, something that wants to speak directly to your heart. The universe has led you to this message, and your guardian angels whispered, "Listen, now is the right time." Because there are words that need to find you exactly when you need them the most. Today, what you're about to hear is not just a reflection, it's a sign. Take a deep breath. Allow God to calm your soul. You are not alone. Before we continue, tell me, where are you watching from right now? There's something different in the air, a subtle vibration, a thought that insists on returning even when you try to push it away. It's as if the name of a person echoed in the silence without anyone needing to say it. Maybe you've felt this in the past few days, that light chill, that moment when your heart seems to stop for a second. Yes, it's about that person, that presence that has left a mark, even if time has tried to erase the traces. During dinner, someone mentioned you, and on the other side, that person completely froze. The words vanished. Their gaze drifted for a moment. It was quick, but profound, as if the universe had pressed an invisible button to remind them that despite the silence, there's still something alive inside. This person carries feelings they can't put into words. Their heart is a closed window, but there's still light filtering through the cracks, and that light comes from you. There are moments when destiny creates invisible connections. Even from a distance, two souls can recognize each other in the same thought, in the same instant, without even knowing why. Today, this connection between you and this person is stronger than ever. It's not a coincidence, it's energy. It's the universe aligning what needs to be understood. This person has been thinking of you in ways they don't even understand, in songs that play suddenly, in small phrases heard on the street, in dreams that blend the past with the present. There's something inside her that seeks answers, and those answers have your name. But there's a deep internal conflict, a fear of allowing herself to feel again, as if her heart had learned to protect itself too well and now doesn't know how to open the doors without losing itself. This person doesn't speak but feels, doesn't write but thinks, doesn't approach but observes, in silence, trying to understand what fate still wants to teach. You know when someone tries to disguise a feeling but their gaze gives them away? That's exactly it. When your name came up in that conversation, this person froze because her body remembered what her heart tried to forget. Remembered your voice, your mannerisms, the energy you brought, and for a few seconds everything else became insignificant. It was as if time stood still. The universe has its mysterious ways of igniting memories, and sometimes it chooses the most ordinary moment, a dinner, a casual phrase, a simple reminder, to reopen a story that hasn't yet finished internally. This person, even in silence, still feels your presence. You may have moved on, you might even tell yourself that you don't think about it as much, but there's something between you that doesn't fade with time. It's like a discreet flame that withstands the wind. It may dim, but it doesn't go out. God has been watching this connection with care. Not everything that distances itself is a loss. Sometimes it's protection. Maybe you both needed this time to grow, to understand, to mature the soul. There are feelings that only bloom after winter, and this might be the case. In recent days, this person has felt a different kind of restlessness, a light yet constant emptiness, as if something inside her says, something's missing, someone's missing. And even if she tries to fill that space with distractions, conversations, or new paths, nothing fits quite the same way, because what was once real continues to pulse in the invisible. Have you ever noticed how the universe finds ways to remind us of what matters? Sometimes it's a scent, other times it's a place, or even a dream that feels so real it leaves you waking up with a racing heart. These are signs, little spiritual messages that guardian angels use to show you that something is happening beyond what the eyes can see. This person misses you, but it's a longing they don't fully understand. It's like a song playing in the background. They know it's there, but they can't stop to truly listen. There's fear involved, fear of opening up, fear of getting close and not being reciprocated, fear of losing themselves all over again. But there's also a quiet strength growing, a desire to understand why, even after all this time, your name still has the power to soothe and unsettle at the same time. Why, among so many people, does the universe insist on bringing your memory back in the most unexpected moments? You know how fate makes a point of repeating a lesson until we learn it. That might be happening right now. This person is being called to look inward, to understand what they truly feel. And so are you, because even without realizing it, there's an energetic exchange between you two. While one thinks, the other feels. While one dreams, the other awakens. It's as if the souls still converse on the spiritual plane, even though life has separated their physical paths. God is working behind the scenes of this story. Nothing is lost. Nothing was in vain. Every silence, every distance, every memory has a hidden purpose. And if you're receiving this message today, it's because something is moving in the unseen. This person, in their silence, still carries you as a lesson, as a form of gratitude. Even if they can't find the words, there's a deep recognition. You were light in a moment of shadow, and true light is never forgotten. You feel this, don't you? As if the universe wants to prepare you for something that's yet to come, perhaps a reunion, perhaps a revelation, but above all, an understanding. Love, when it is genuine, never truly disappears. It just changes form until it finds the right way to bloom again. And maybe that path is starting to open up now. But this is where the heart feels heavy, because between feeling and acting, there is a distance. Between wanting and allowing, there is fear. And it is this fear that creates the silence between you two. This person doesn't know how to handle what they feel. There is a mix of emotion and reason, of desire and apprehension. Sometimes they try to move on, try to pretend it doesn't matter. But inside, there is a voice, soft yet persistent, that asks, "What if I had stayed?" You feel this impasse too, don't you? That doubt between letting go or waiting for a sign, between accepting the silence or trying to understand what it hides. Silence is cruel, but it's also revealing. It shows who has the courage to listen to what the heart says when the world falls quiet. And at this moment, the universe is asking for just that, to listen. Listen to what is inside you, because the answer isn't in the words that were left unsaid. It's in the energy that remains. This person stepped back, but not out of indifference. It was fear that spoke louder, fear of not measuring up, fear of not being able to start over, fear of opening up and losing control. And fear, when not understood, creates distance. Have you ever felt that someone pulled away because of fear, not for lack of love? Maybe that's exactly what's happening. Because there is love, yes, but there are also old wounds, unkept promises, insecurities that still hurt, and the heart, when scared, prefers to hide than risk feeling everything again. This person tries to appear strong, but inside there are storms. There are long nights when the mind battles with the heart, when the past weighs heavy and the future seems uncertain. But even in those hours, your name emerges like a point of light. It's as if the universe is telling her, you still have something to understand about this. Because true love doesn't end with a simple goodbye. It transforms, teaches, matures. And sometimes, the distance is just the space needed for both to grow and meet again in a lighter way. God allows silence when the noise hinders understanding. He allows distance when closeness still hurts. He allows waiting when the time isn't quite right. But he never allows forgetting something that has a divine purpose. This person today questions herself. She relives moments. She thinks about the conversations she didn't have, the words she didn't say. And inside, she carries a gentle regret, not for having distanced herself, but for not being able to express what she truly felt. Meanwhile, the universe observes you too. Your strength, your silence, your faith. And perhaps this is the turning point. You don't need to chase after what is yours by destiny, because what is true finds a way, even through the shadows. Life sometimes separates us to heal us, and healing hurts, but it also frees. This person is in that process, learning to listen to herself, to recognize what she feels, to understand what truly matters, and what matters is what the heart cannot forget. The universe is preparing something. It's not the time to give up, but to trust. Because when love is aligned by God, it doesn't get lost. It simply waits for the right moment to bloom anew. And perhaps, in the silence of this night, while you listen to this message, this person is thinking of you too, not knowing why, not understanding where this longing comes from, but feeling it deeply. Do you feel this calling, this light shiver? It's the energy moving, it's the universe saying it's not over yet. And it's at this point that destiny begins to work again. When both learn to listen to each other, even without words. When the heart finally understands that silence is not absence, it is preparation. In the next moments, The universe will begin to reveal what this silence is trying to show you, because what appeared to be the end may actually be the beginning of something that was merely asleep. The universe starts to move, slowly, silently. God weaves the invisible threads of what seemed lost. Nothing was by chance. Not the name spoken at that dinner, nor the shiver you felt just now. Everything has a purpose. Everything is a sign. This person, the one whom time has pushed away, but the heart has never forgotten, has been thinking about you more than they will admit, more than they can bear. In the simplest moments when the day quiets down, it is your face that appears among their thoughts. The guardian angels are at work. They gently touch the hearts of both, reminding that true love doesn't need to rush just to have faith. And faith is this: believing even without proof. Do you feel it? There's something different in the energy around you, as if time is bending to bring together what needs to be reunited. Not in the same way, but in a new way. More aware, more mature, more genuine. This person tries to resist, but the universe insists. Your name appears in unlikely places. Memories return. Dreams repeat. And all of this is the silence speaking. Do you believe that silence also speaks? It communicates in vibrations, in sensations that cannot be explained, but can be felt. And now it is saying something is being prepared. God is connecting the dots, healing fears, softening distances. He hasn't forgotten what was built between you, only kept it safe until the right moment. An invisible exchange is happening. Even without contact, there is energy. While one thinks, the other feels. While one is silent, the other dreams. And in this rhythm, the universe realigns hearts that still have something to learn together. Signs will begin to appear. A repeated number, a song that plays at just the right moment, a dream that feels more like a memory than imagination. It's a message from the angels saying trust, because something is coming back to light. God works in the invisible, and when he decides to act, nothing can stop him. Resistance dissolves, fear loses its grip, and love finds a way. This person will gradually understand that you can't erase a soul that has made a mark, and when that understanding blossoms, the reunion, whether physical or spiritual, will happen naturally. Nothing forced, nothing imposed, everything guided. What was stagnant begins to move. What seemed lost starts to pulse. What seemed like an ending reveals itself as a beginning. Breathe. Feel. You are closer than you think. Now, take a moment to close your eyes. What you feel in your chest is divine presence. It's God reminding you that there is no distance between hearts that resonate with the same truth. Life separates to heal. It distances to teach. And then, when the soul understands the value of silence, the universe allows for a reunion, not to repeat the past, but to embrace the new. Everything that seemed like a pause was preparation. The guardian angels never left your side. They watched you bloom even in the darkest hours. This person feels. Even without saying it, they feel. Even without understanding, they remember. And each memory is a step closer to understanding. True love doesn't fade away. It simply changes its color. It becomes calmer, more mature, more spiritual. And it is at this point that God acts. When love stops being attachment and transforms into faith, no distance can erase what is true. The universe always realigns the hearts that seek each other. Maybe the winter between you was long, but even winter has a purpose. It is in winter that the roots grow strong in the silence of the earth. And now, the time for blooming is approaching. You are light, and that light is being seen. There is someone who thinks of you with gratitude, even without words. There is a presence that feels your energy even from afar. Everything you've been through was necessary to get here. Stronger, more aware, more prepared for what the universe is yet to reveal. Now is the time to trust. Let go of fear. Allow God to lead what is His. The impossible begins to move when the heart decides to believe. Take a deep breath. Feel the calm entering. Feel the love returning. In a purer, more serene, more divine way, you are being guided. And what is meant for you by destiny has already recognized the way back. If this message touched your heart, it's because it was sent to you. Nothing is a coincidence. The universe knew you needed to hear this today. The guardian angels want you to remember, God's timing is perfect. Nothing is lost. Everything transforms. Love with divine purpose always returns at the right moment. Now tell me, which word from this message resonated with you the most? Write it in the comments. When you write, the universe listens. And also tell me, do you believe that silence can be a form of love? Your answer might light the path for someone who is also waiting for a sign. If this message made sense, give it a like. Share it with whoever the universe brings to your mind right now. Maybe that person needs hope too. And if you want to keep receiving spiritual words like this, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Each new message is prepared with prayer, intention, and light. You are part of this soulful space. Your comment, your energy, your action help spread this chain of faith. Nothing is by chance, not even the moment you arrived here. May God bless your path. May the angels protect you. And may true love, the kind the universe wrote in silence, find its way back to you. The love that is destiny recognizes the heart, even in the dark. If this message touched your soul, write in the comments, "I trust." That way the universe will know you are ready for the new chapter of this story.